If you're a data executive, here's 3 things you need to know from Microsoft Ignite. First off, congratulations to Microsoft for wrapping up another great Ignite conference in San Francisco. There's really 3 key themes that I think you're going to see being carried out of this conference and into 2026 and beyond. The first concept is that of a frontier firm. Microsoft is categorizing the market into firms that are really embracing AI, really pushing it forward, making it a part of their everyday work across their enterprise. Now, that definition can vary a little bit, and the numbers can also vary, but it's currently estimated that about 29% of firms out there are frontier firms that have really integrated AI into the majority of what they do. The other 71%, well, the theory would be that the cycles of AI are going to move so quickly that frontier firms will move ahead very quickly and leave the rest behind. So I think in 2026, you're going to be hearing a lot more about companies that are adopting the tools and policies and kind of the culture in order to be embracing AI more and more and becoming or approximating more of a frontier firm, because that's really where some of the competitive advantages in the future are going to be. The second part that is coming out of the conference, and really also related to the frontier firms, is that AI is now essential. We are beyond the novelty and the cool experiments phase. The frontier firms are really embracing it and making it part of everything they do. AI is not a feature. AI is not just another POC. They are integrating it into everything they do. They are investing in the tools. They are enabling their people in order to be able to work more and more. And really, that also means that you're going to be developing more and more agents. Now, if you're working at the enterprise level, it's going to be important for you to start looking at these agents in the same way that you kind of would your employees. So in other words, your agents are also going to need a framework around them for governance, security, observability, and so on. Now, I can appreciate that because I do have a background in working in data science for internal audit, and those types of frameworks are really essential if you want the enterprise-wide adoption. It's going to be very hard to have enterprises adopt AI in a meaningful way without that governance. So this is where the introduction of Microsoft Agent 365 is going to help. Agent 365 is going to provide that governance, security, observability framework for your agents. That's a new tool that was debuted at Ignite. You're going to hear a lot more about it going into 2026. So for all of you out there that are doing work at the enterprise level, you're going to want to invest time in that, because that's what's going to give you the compliance, the audit trails, so on and so forth, just as you would for all of your other resources in your company. Again, very closely mimicking to how you would manage your human employees. Now, speaking of which, speaking of the human employees, there's also going to this notion of everyone is a builder. What Microsoft is now doing, it's encouraging all of the tools that they have to build agents to be moved forward to frontline employees. So Microsoft is recognizing that your frontline employees are the ones that know your customers best, your revenue drivers best, the pain points best, so on and so forth. So those technical barriers for how to create agents are being lowered. They are being made more accessible to your frontline employees, so that they will be able to both identify and create their own agents that help them during those day-to-day activities that maybe only they know or that they can fix best. Now, if you think about it, that kind of circles back to the Agent 365. Because if you're a frontier firm, you're enabling your front office folks to do more work with agents to better define the agents that they need. Well, that means that the number of agents in your organization should grow fairly quickly, if not, potentially exponentially. So that's where that Agent 365 is going to help you keep tabs on that, because that way you don't have to be worried about the growth or even throttle the growth, because the Agent 365 is what's going to help you as your employees become more adept and more enthusiastic about creating their own agents to help them in their everyday work. So again, congratulations to Microsoft for such a great conference. Those are the three things that I would be looking for if I was a data executive. I'd be looking for pushing more towards a frontier firm, looking at Agent 365 for the governance framework, and then also looking to enable my people where everyone is a builder of agents. I think those are three really key things that are coming out of Ignite and that will carry forward into 2026.